beyond. Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond, beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond, beyond, beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond, beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond, beyond, beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond, beyond.
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life,
like
not
this.
mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a motherfucker, cause people be motherfuckers. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your shit together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life,
like
not
this.
mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I
Like
seen.
this.
Yeah.
Live your
It's
life,
like
not
that.
mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They
Like
don't know.
that.
You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch, and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be mother. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast,
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life,
like
not
this.
mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what
It's
I
like
seen.
this.
Live your
It's
life,
like
not
that.
mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Hey, Sean the Don, kill the track.
I get that link from the doctor. Bad bitches on me, they talking all proper. She saying she wanna go shopping. I take her on trips, we fly out the trop. I spend like a dub in Emmons. Then go to the blockers, the junkies be fit. Like a beat, but my phone keep ringing. He said, yo, bro, but ain't let you eat. I sit with the plug and we having the meet. I ain't got no Oscars or niggas deceased. Hop out with the Drake and they have a track meet. Ain't fucking with niggas, them niggas be leech. I stay with the switches, knocking out pieces. Ain't getting no money, they worry about beef. Was locking the cell, was eating the cheese. I lost my brother, I couldn't believe. Good morning, little nigga, go get you some money. Trapping outside with sun. Feds get behind me, I'm hitting 100. Digital dash, just reading 200. Low ticket, I'm serving the city. Come and get with me. Ain't pulling up for no diddy. Waiting for EDD, niggas skin. Got packs in the mails, they waiting for stimulus. I'm breaking the bank and I'm busting down ditties. Plain Jane, I might go ice to the Philly. Really rich, these niggas, they ain't fucking with me. AMG got 200, why I ain't want the Bentley. Say you right for him, but that nigga rented that. Riding in CP and scat pack. I want the money, you know where I'm at. I walk in the bank and I'm clearing the check. I get the link from the doctor. Bad bitches on me, they talking all pop. She saying she wanna go shopping. I take her on trips, we fly out the trop. I spend like a dub in Emmons. Then go with the blockers, the junkies be fit. Like a beat, but my phone keep ringing. He said, yo, bro, but ain't let you eat. I sit with the plug and we having the meet. I ain't got no Oscars or niggas deceased. Hop out with the Drake and they have a track meet. Ain't fucking with niggas, them niggas be leech. I stay with the switches, knocking out pieces. Ain't getting no money, they worry about beef. Was locked in the cell, was eating the cheese. I lost my brother, I couldn't believe. Bands, you gonna make that shot.
Shit, bet it. You bet you got something to bet too?
Bet how money on me.
Bet all this shit. Nigga clever. Look at this 10, nigga.
Fuck your little ass to that. I got a pay right there.
Fuck you. Let me get this 5, Jose.
Yeah, where you at?
Me on the beat, I bet it's a classic.
Hey, Lee boy, they know what I'm on. Fox, know how I'm coming. Free glow.
He ain't there do nothing, he a scared young nigga. Nigga down with that glizzy, I really done did it. This G22 be complete in my outfit. They say they looking for me, that shit capped off that nonsense. Bro, come home, put that drink in his hand. We standing no business, we'll cut off your hand. Cut the lights off, but the engine still on. I don't see your scared ass, nigga, I been had you run. He ain't there do nothing, he a scared young nigga. Nigga down with that glizzy, I really done did it. This G22 be complete in my outfit. They say they looking for me, that shit capped off that nonsense. Bro, come home, put that drink in his hand. We standing no business, we'll cut off your hand. Cut the lights off, but the engine still on. I don't see your scared ass, nigga, I been had you run. I fuck with the young niggas that's trying to get bitch. Get it crackin' wherever, whenever shit crackin' was calling. He just ran a light with a can. We shoot first game, shit collab on the damn. Nigga scared, he be robbing all cold-blooded bitch. I could get him, I heard he be sweet for them bitch. I told her I need a oof for some drip. Nigga heard about me and try act like he dead. Got dust on this money, it came out the sun. Go take down the nigga, then fuck up the club. Bro sippin' that drink and me pour out the sub. Nigga stuck in the past, keep saying what he was. Me and my gun see each other every day. I keep him with me, this shit can happen any day. The law get on my ass, I'ma ride in that one way. The one be me, he be practicing every day. And that do nothing, he a scared young nigga down with that glizzy, I really done did it. This G22 be complete in my eyes. They say they looking for me, that shit capped off that nonsense. Bro, come home, put that drink in his hand. We standing no business, we'll cut off your hand. Cut the lights off, but the engine still on. I don't see your scared ass, nigga, I been had you running. He ain't there do nothing, he a scared young nigga down with that glizzy.
Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. Your host with the most, man. Focus Field of Phocuz Radio. And we doing this thing, man, each and every Thursday. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m. So we are your hottest evening podcast, I would say. You already know what it is, man. Happy Thursday to you. Sorry, man, running a little late. Stuck in that traffic out there, man. You already know how it is, man. When you're leaving one job and you're trying to rush so you won't be late to the next one. But I'm here. We are live on Facebook right now. And that's Phocuz Field on Facebook. Field Phocuz on IG. And for all my Twitter fingers out there, at Phocuz Radio. It's just that simple. Once again, man, I got to keep the show rolling. Time is money, and money is time, right? I guess. But anyway, as I stated, we've been on vacation for a week. So I'm back. We back in full effect, man, right here, Beltway Radio and beyond. You know how we do it. But just following up on a Super 8 motel story. I put hotel, but it's a motel. But anyway, to make a long story short, they finally gave us an update a few days ago. And it's just a sad case, man. It's just a sad case. We had a brother that was a DC rapper, well known. Getting to the bag. Definitely getting to the bag. and was basically set up and robbed. And from what I'm hearing from the streets, the guy was having, altercations, confrontations with people, and he had been robbed before, and had just got tired of getting robbed, man. And on the streets, man, when people get tired, it doesn't result in anything good most of the time. So a long story short, it was a female and also a male. And the police was called to the 5100 block of Allentown Road. This was on June 28th, so we're talking maybe almost 10 days ago. They were called to this motel on Allentown Road, the Super 8. We know about the Super 8. We familiar with the DMV area on Allentown Road. I don't put any bad names out on businesses. I just don't do that. That's just never been my cup of tea to talk bad about a business unless they did something to me and I got to broadcast it. So I won't talk bad about this Super 8 motel. And as we all know, they have been established for a very long time. But a female, well, the gentleman, the two men that were killed, they've been identified. Xavier Matthews, who was 23 of Temple Hills, Karan Moore, 26 of Washington, D.C. We also have a female and also a male who basically, I'm going to say, set this gentleman up. The female actually, from what the story says, she rode to the hotel with someone else. The rapper, Moneybags, his vehicle was already parked in the parking lot, I want to say. And I want to say she rode with one guy. She got the room, rode with a guy, got the room. She went inside the room, left out the room, put the key, the same vehicle they rode in, put the hotel key behind that car tab. Somebody else pulled up. They get the key. They ambush the room, right? So if that ain't backdoored, I don't know what being backdoored is. You dig what I'm saying? And in terminologies, better terminologies in the streets, set up. The police, they found two bodies. The guy that was robbed, Moneybags, actually allegedly they're saying that he fired some shots and may have killed the person that was trying to rob him also. So you know how it is, man. Before you get me, I'm going to get you, or we just going to get each other. And sad to say that Moneybags, man, lost his life along with the other gentleman. 24-year-old Kamani Day of Washington, D.C., and 22-year-old Christopher Jamar Jenkins of Capitol Heights are the suspects. I really believe that female may even get more time. You orchestrated the whole thing. It was planned. Once you took that key and you put it behind that car tab, and then after that, these guys pursued the room, and they came in and robbed this guy. So if they would have came in and just took the key, or just took the key and this was coming in the unit, you was leaving it for them just for those purposes, because all y'all was gathering in this particular location for whatever reason, and nothing happened. See, things would have turned out a little different. But see, since you took that key and deliberately put it behind the car tire, and the guys that came and got the key from behind the car tire went into the room and committed murder, it sounds like premeditation. So for all of you that don't know the terminology, which we should know, premeditation, but I'm going to get you focused right here on Phocuz Radio. Pre is always meaning before. It's always meaning it's planned. You premeditated. You thought this plan out. So I'm quite sure, man, these days, man, I keep telling you guys, man, these cameras ain't no joke. I don't know what they were thinking about. Once again, I don't talk bad about businesses, especially my local businesses. But if you're familiar with this Super 8 on Allentown Road and some things that has tragically, unfortunately, happened at this Super 8 motel, you should know that they got cameras, right? Because see, what I'm thinking is most of the time, right, most of the time in cases like this is a MO, right? This is a person, this is your MO. This is what you do. You feel me? So we have career criminals. He's got a certain MO about him. You know, especially in the hood. Growing up in the hood, we already know Lil Black. I'm just giving you an example. I don't know no Lil Blacks. I'm giving you an example. I can't say the real government name, but Lil Black, and we're going to say Fat Tracy, and we're going to say Big Rob and them, and Tony and them. They getting money. And then we got Lil Zach and them. We got Lil Tito and them. You know what I mean? They carry the hammers, and they the stick-up boys, right? And this is reality in these streets, man, and I'm so glad, I'm so thankful, man, for the platform, Chip and B. Seriously, man, I'm so thankful for this platform to express myself how I want to express myself, right? But I got to take it back to the streets, and I'm talking about the real streets, man. I ain't talking about these 2000 and these new millenniums. I ain't talking about their streets. I'm talking about our streets back in the day. I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just speaking on real shit, right? And, you know, so we had these guys in the hood, and they were labeled. So that's your MO, that's your label. That's what you do, that's what you're known as. That's how they get down, that's how they get down. This is what they do. So in this case, if this fella was continuously getting robbed, I'm quite sure it was people that he knew. I'm quite sure it was people that knew other people that maybe not them, but maybe some people that they knew some people. Oh, man, I know this dude, he getting the bag, he getting money, this, that. This female had to be close to him in some type of way. I'm hearing so many different rumors, man. I don't want to put it out there. I'm just putting the story that I read out there. That's all. This is PGPD News. Shout out to them, courtesy of them. This is the story that I read. So it just sounds like maybe she was just a setup queen. Let's call her that. You know, I'm sure it wasn't her first rodeo. I'm just saying, how dumb can you be, though? The people that's doing the shit on Metro, if you run a red light, it's a camera. If you speed, it's a camera. Don't y'all see him snapping? It might not be you, but it might be the other person, or it might be you. It's cameras everywhere, and that's how they are solving crimes. They caught them people within, 2 days, I think, or a day, the next day, something like that. They got all the footage. I'm sure they got all the phone records. They got the whole story. From your phone and from the Super 8 hotel, motel, whatever you want to call it, cameras. This is ridiculous, man. The heinous acts of crime that are committed on camera. Sometimes these family members have to go to court and relive this and see this when they are trying to solve cases. They don't need you to tell. I'm going to keep it real with you. Even if you got a mask on, all that shit these days, man, they getting through all that. And trust me, it's going to get more advanced, more advanced, more advanced, and more advanced. So with my 40 laps, and in less than 25 days, my 41 laps, August 3rd, shout out to the Leos, around the sun, they already got this now. And I only been here for going on 41. Can you imagine 20 years from now what they gonna have? Can you imagine? I mean, they already got our conversation. As soon as I leave and I get off air, it's advertisement, podcast. Beltway Radio and Beyond, Rip Radio, this, that. If somebody is listening, somebody is always watching. I want you guys to do this, man. I'm gonna do a small tribute, not right now, but towards the end of my show, for Busta Rhymes, right? Hip hop. Right? So when I say hip-hop, I'm talking about MCs. It's a difference between a rapper, it's a difference between a host, and a difference between an MC, right? So we're going to put it all in one category, and we're going to say hip-hop, right? And just listen to what I'm saying. These guys are flashing money. They flashing drugs. They flashing money, right? They flashing the ice, right? They hopping out the Bentley, or they hopping out whatever vehicle they may be in, or whatever, and they showing it all on social media. I don't get it. I don't. If I could bring one of these younger rappers in here just to break this down to me, why you are doing this. And when I say hip hop, we didn't do that. Up to the Jay-Z's, up to the Nas, up to the Biggies. They didn't rap about a chain. You might see a video got a little chain. It's for the video. Not saying they didn't own it. It wasn't theirs. I'm just saying it was for the video. It's a lot of stunting out here, man. And we might talk about the life they live and things that they did, but to show it and to give names, you in the industry, bruh. You a rapper. You can't do that, especially coming from where you coming from and you still there. I tell anybody, especially in the rap game, especially coming out of the DMV, and sorry to say, it's a lot of crabs in the barrel. I had some crabs, man. Shout out to Captain White's. They'll be in the studio pretty soon, man. We doing it. I'm trying to tell you, we doing it. I'm going to bring the owner in here, the nephew in here. We're going to talk about the seafood industry, right? Off the record. But it's crabs in the barrel. I was cooking something. I pulled one out. It's another one. It's another one. So I got to make sure he don't bite my hand because he's trying to pull the other one down. It's real shit. Get some crabs and cook them. Pull one out, and I guarantee you got 5 of them biting. It might nip your hand trying to pull them back down. And this is what we experience in our own city. This is a very humble city. Our style is very different. Our style is very unique. Shout out to Shamako, putting it down, man, for everybody in the city with the gear. I had a chance to shoot my podcast there years ago, man, when I was first coming up in the game. Just want to say thank you, brother, man. Thank you. Keep doing your thing. What was I? Oh, yeah. I was saying that this city is a humble city. We chill, we cool, all that. Go-go, old school music, just, I guess chocolate. I'm say vanilla. What do you get when you get black and white mixed together? I don't know. Vanilla? I don't know what kind. Anyway, but just saying all this to say, man, we gotta be careful. Man, they want what you got. You got people, man, the closest people to you will get you, brother, sister. People can be jealous, man, just your style. You ain't got to have nothing. They can have more than you. They jealous of you, and you wondering why. That's just the way it is. I tell anybody, especially in that rap game, you getting money like that. When you say you getting money like that, when you showing you getting money, that's what you're showing. That's what you're saying. I'm not saying everybody bullshitting, but it's a lot of them out. Fake it till you make it. You gotta move, man. And I don't want to hear, man, I'm on Mo County. I moved out. Nah, you gotta move. Because if you coming to get me, you're gonna have to catch a plane. Because I'm quite sure you ain't riding 12 hours to go rob nobody. I'm quite sure of that. I'm just saying. But you can drive to Mo County. You can drive to Virginia. You can make a phone call and say, meet me here, meet me there. You can drive to Waldorf. Move. If you get in the bag like that, you in the business, move. This has never been a rap town. We are now just getting into, artists and rappers and things like that. But we are more old school. We are more go-go. We are more stuck within our culture. Now, we have had those that have came from here, and what did they do? They moved. So you can't be getting the bag and you still living in the same hood and you letting them know you got the bag and you know you got these ops, as the youngest call them these days. And you ride around, you on social media and you showing your kids and you look at this and look at that. It just don't work that way. Not these days. Hip hop was never like that, man. Rappers was never like that. I'm not saying don't do what you do. I'm not saying don't celebrate the fruits of your labor. I'm not saying don't spend your money. But I don't care about your money. I don't care about your ice. Can you rap? You got a hit song out? You got a deal? So, a lot of us, man, we got these personas, man. We got these images that we got to uphold. Sometimes might get you cold. Rest in paradise, man, to all of my fallen soldiers in DC in the music industry. Before I leave this earth, I would really love to see, which I think I heard Atlantic Records was coming here, and somebody had told me that they even was trying to put a building down by the wharf when they had first did the gentrification down there, from what I heard. It's people that come here, man, and travel here all the time, industry people, man, big names. You might just catch them anywhere. I'm just being dead serious with you. DC is a lovely town people love to come to and party, and what they do, they go back. I would like to see a record label for go-go. People are actually getting paid, making original CDs and music. The industry right here, just like LA. We can do it right here. We can do it right here. I'm telling you. It's enough talent, man, enough money to go around everybody. Let's get creative, man. Let's start a label, start a DC label. Like, let's, do some real big boy shit. And before I leave this earth, man, I would love to see that we become the like the New York. You know what I mean? Like the mega of hip hop. We get together like Atlanta. Because you see one of them, you see all of them. And they coming up. They coming up. They coming up. Memphis. Rest in paradise, Young Dolph, man. I seen his story. Sad. Backdoored. Same thing. The same brother that he gave a deal to is one of the same brothers involved in killing him. See, it ain't just one person or two person, it's three people. It started at the top. And we done heard the rumors of this and that. I'm not going to get into all of that because I don't have facts. But what I do is I got facts. Straight Drop, I think his name was, dumbass name. But anyway, he in the video. Got the PRE chain. I mean, a brother, somebody that he probably was given an opportunity to change your life. But they jealous, they mad at you. They want your spot. Not wait they turn and learn, but take your spot. And when you getting this type of dough, you getting this type of money, it don't got to be in the record industry. You can be just a strong businessman. You got to be careful, man, because money just brings on so many. It's great when we getting it. You dig what I'm saying? But it's hard to keep. So many different ways. Take the man to a hotel room, whatever case may be, I don't know. And this happens. Now you're going to be in jail for life. What Bernie Mac say on that joint? When they take the L off that joint, how much time you got? That's a long time. You eat what you sow. I feel sorry for both families. I don't know, too much history on Moneybags. All the music sounds the same to me, man. It's like nursery raps. And they just rapping. But that's their thing. That's the new drill music thing. And, that's their thing, man. I don't knock anybody. I like a lot of the younger artists and things like that. But, I just need something I like music that's powerful, meaningful, has a message, and that's why I listen to the old school. Because they talking about the same shit, that's going on in the new school.
So wait, so by stating that nothing's changed?
No. When I listen to Tupac and Nas and Jay-Z from almost 30 years ago, I'm like, this was what Tupac was talking about. White Man's World. Brenda's Got a Baby. There's so many names. Wonder why they call you bitch. Nothing has changed, I think, in my opinion, as far as with that, as far as the music and the message that they had. And I think that those guys were prophets. Tupac's definitely a prophet. Jay-Z, I think the same thing. Nas, Rakim, you had De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Leaders of the New School, Busta Rhymes. It's just so many, man. Just the name that music is just, it's timeless. It's timeless. And I hear these things now, and I'm like, wow, we'll never have a black president. He didn't get a chance to see that. but it took us a long time. But we did get one, Pop. We did. As far as the world, but this music shit, this has definitely changed. I don't even understand ABC, DC, 1, 2, 3. But I don't get it.
Because I don't know, because Bow Wow was asked at the recent BET Awards how hip hop is, and for someone like him to state the fact that today's music, today's hip hop music, is not even going to be memorable 30 years from now.
Wow.
From him. Now, mind you, from Bow Wow, and it's surprising enough, Bow Wow has a couple of songs that I just wouldn't, if you hear it, you'd be like, oh, I remember this tune.
Right.
But for stating from him to say what's going on in today's music, I was kind of surprised to hear from him.
But he but you got to remember who he came up under in the industry when he came in too.
Snoop.
He had some great teachers. And Jermaine Dupri. They was already in the 90s, right? Well, I think Snoop came on in the 90s.
Yeah, late 90s.
So, and that's another thing, B, man. They don't got no teachers, man. I don't know who is even pushing this shit through the industry. This sound good. Like I don't get it. You had to know how to rap. You had to know how to sing. You had to know how to dance. I mean, all the stuff back in the day is creating of a artist. These guys have they're not creative. They aren't.
No, because they I don't know if you know this. Billboard has stated the first half of the year, there's been no hip hop song that's number one, no album's been number one,
anything.
And normally it's like, oh, there's the new number one. And again, these are people you like. Who are these people? So, mind you, I feel like there are artists that are, let's say, profitable. Like, mind you, like Lotto. She's, she's, besides being gorgeous, she can rap. She's got personality and things like that. But again, it's kind of popish. She's like there with like Cardi B and all that stuff.
So, Cardi B can rap.
Yeah. So, and her and things like that. But again, as for something, let's say something state, if you're going to say something, say something.
Say something.
But if all you're repeating is Lotto is just a new Cardi B, or that's what some people will say, or this so and so is someone like some and so.
Right.
And again, it's based off the beats they're playing, the way they're rapping, and their style of rapping, and their music videos. I mean, it's like, really, again, you guys can't get out of your own home to shoot a music video. I mean, this is like, it's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, B. Like, I don't even know who these guys are because everything is the same. I don't know who I'm listening to. And the same thing with the R&B. I mean, we've had some good R&B, but the ones that are great, like, they go unnoticed and we don't hear about them. We got to listen to them on the indie circuit. They're not mainstream.
That's the other sad part. I've always said I always blame current radio. It's stuff that like PGC, HUR, whomever. I blame them because of the fact, like, you're not promoting the artist the way you used to do back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. You could go back to the 60s if you want to. Because of the fact is, like, you keep pushing either the same songs we've heard God knows how long ago, and then on rotation, a consistent rotation. And then you get like someone like PGC or KYS, you keep pushing his new stuff that no one really pays attention to. So, and claiming that, oh, these are big hits, but really they're not. So you're forgetting a lot about indie artists. You're forgetting, or not just regular R&B artists in general. You forgot who you originally are. And I think HUR, they kind of been like in this muck, I would call it, because they want to promote a lot of new young talent, but in addition, based off of who they are and the demographics they're trying to cater to, they constantly playing a lot of older stuff. So it is, to be honest with you, I mean, I really think it's unfortunate that the modern day music industry is just crumbling in itself.
It is.
Because they don't know what to do. The fact is, like, there are artists, there's a ton of artists out there. You just don't want to promote them.
Right.
Because you don't know what, quote unquote, genre you want to put them in. And you really don't, some who are, let's say, black artists aren't R&B artists. They just like to sing.
They just like
Yeah.
We even got the rappers Singing now. The best that ever done it was Ja Rule. I don't care what nobody said. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all heard it from an engineer, man. You heard it first right here on Phocuz Radio, man. I'm going to take it to Busta Rhymes, man. Shout out to Busta Rhymes as we're speaking on hip-hop. And like I say, once again, rest in paradise, man, to Moneybags and the other gentleman that lost his life due to, once again, senseless gun violence, man. Xavier Matthews, Temple Hills, and Karan Moore of D.C. Busta Rhymes, man, we speaking on hip-hop, we speaking on music. I'm just happy for this guy, man. I'm really happy for this guy. When me and B just spoke on creativity, we just spoke on style. Like I say, back in the day, it was your name. Your name had to be tight. Busta Rhymes, and that's what he does. He busts the rhymes. Rakim, the God, when he rapped, you like, God damn, he rapping like a king. Yes. Special Ed, he got the special flow. Heavy D, cool but heavy. So have a meaning. Your name is you. This is your identity. So I'm like, straight drop. Don't get me wrong, I like Lil Baby, I like Da Baby, but how many babies we gonna have? Seriously. Right, little, big baby, now we're gonna have midget baby. I mean, I'm just saying. But Busta Rhymes, man, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award from BET. He actually teared up, man. He did a great speech, and also when he got off the jet, he went on the gram and did a great speech with his sons and I think his daughter, and just his family, man, and spoke on Spliff Star. That's what I'm talking about, like performance. Now we're gonna pay $100 and something. Nowadays, it's even more money for these tickets, right? For you just to walk around with them skinny jeans on, blowing weed, a bottle, whatever, showing your money, whatever it may be, man. Put on a show. Busta Rhymes, it costs money. I'm telling you, you gotta do your history, man. $2.4 million video, him and Janet Jackson. And who knew she would call him to do a song with him at that time? This guy's been out since the late 80s, man. And he was in a group, Leaders of the New School. He broke off and pretty much did his own thing. I know Tribe Called Quest, Leaders of the New School, they was real tight. De La Soul, all of them, just the same vibe. And you can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say about Busta. Listen to a whole CD. And you got to listen. See, this the thing, man. This is another thing, B, man. Like, ain't nobody listening. It's just the beat. He look good. He got swag. Or he iced out. What is he saying? What is he saying? Like, what is he saying? Nothing. At the end of the day. So, multi-platinum rapper, have done songs, man, with some of our top R&B ladies, man. Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson. Even had a Wayans to introduce him to the award, man. Marlon Wayans, man. Shout out to him. A lot of positivity, man. Check him out on his his YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. He's now 51 years old. And we just gotta get these people these flowers, man, while they're here, man. I mean, classic, timeless music. He used to bust the rhymes. That's what he did. He bust the rhymes. And his flow, his style. You ask me any song when he was on that Chris Brown joint. Oh my God. Wow. He got a lot of hits. Busta got a lot of hits, man. A lot of movie credits, TV show credits. So I want to salute the guy myself, man, as being a hip hop, artist, a love of hip hop, a love of music, my first passion, and just, man, I'm glad that he received this award, man. I think brothers like him, they go unnoticed. Like, we forgot about Busta and what he's done, man. Him and Missy Elliott, I mean, all the hits. I mean, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, I mean, just so many club hits, just keep you partying. Hip hop, that's what it's about. Happy, your own style. I mean, he definitely got his own style. Now, do I agree with everything Busta be, but Busta, that's Busta. That's what makes him Busta Rhymes, his identity. My name is Philip. His name is Brian. You feel me? Your name is Shamarco, Dante. That's your identity. That's you. So as an artist, you put your whole life into this. This is your passion. Have something so we can identify you. I'm just keeping it real. Have something so we can identify you. On my live, they spoke about J. Cole, my top 15. Kendrick Lamar, my top 10. And I mean, who else? Who can come behind them? I'm just keeping it real. Who's coming behind them? Who is coming? I believe they became behind the Pacs and the Nas, the Busta Rhymes, and so forth and so on. But who's going to come behind them? And the artist that's out now is no comparison, brother, at all, at all. So you can say what you want to say, and when you're selling 10 million and you going diamond in the 2020s or the latter part of the 2000s, 19, 18, 17, and can consistently do it, you the mother man. And that's what those guys have done. I'm just being honest with you. They got something to say. The world listens. They have great teachers. They always go back, show love to the old school. And, I mean, that's what we got to do, man. But speaking on hip-hop, Jay-Z, man, his mom actually got married to Roxanne Wiltshire. They're a couple they've been together for quite a long time. Hold on one second. Oh, all right. Yeah, so shout out to them, man. That brother told his story. You got a story. Tell a story. How you grew up. Talk about your family. And this guy, he didn't even know that. His mom had told him, and then he went in and he put that joint on 444. You know that track? You know what I mean? He's talking about his moms, you know what I mean? So his mom, 50 Cent mom, shout out to the LGBTQ community. Man, do what you do. Do what you do, man. I respect everybody, man. Just do what you do. Do what you want to do. Don't worry about nobody else doing, but it's out here. We're here. They're regular people that's just like us. Their sexual preference is just a little different. Hey, that's on them. I have nothing against them. But shout out to his mom, man. She's a huge, on a real note, a huge humanitarian on some real shit. You know what I mean? Scholarships to colleges, a lot in the community, just does a lot. But we don't hear about it because, of course, Jay got the spotlight. That's his mom. So shout out to them, man. His mom got married. He told the whole story. And that's why I had to do this story. Because I 444, he told you what it was and, yeah, what it is. You know what I mean? So I dig that, man, about him, man. Just being honest, truthful, and upfront. Never know what people go through, man. Everybody is regular. We are all people. We all, go through shit. That's life, baby. Before I get out of here, man, you already know what it is, man. We are still missing Relisha Rudd at this time. Actually, next week, I'll be going to an event for Relisha Rudd. We do this every year at different locations. And what we do, man, is just keep her name alive. We had a police department out there. We have so many people that come out and just speak, keeping her name alive, man. This is the reason why, one of the reasons why I did this show. And this is my platform, based around the missing and murdered community. Been missing since she was 8 years old. She would be 16 years old now. And what they did was a progression picture, I think I want to call it, of how she will look now. I don't know. I mean, I don't really agree with it. I don't think it looks like her as a kid, but we do change. But once again, this is something digital that they're doing. This is a new system that they have. So like we was talking about them cameras, they can actually bring you like from 10 years from now, how they think you might look. Lanaya Lyles, missing from the 1300 block of Taylor Street, Northwest, Uptown. She's been missing since Monday, June the 26th, 2023. She's 5 feet, 4 inches tall, 110 pounds, brown eyes, black ponytail style hair. Her clothing description is unknown. When the clothing description is unknown, she didn't make it home. They don't even know what she was wearing last time. If I can just do one more, maybe two right quick. But Northwest, man, we have a lot of youth that go missing uptown. A lot of youth. And you have a mixture of all different type of cultures and vibes, uptown. Nyasia Ray Moon. Her name is unique. See, name. Nyasia Ray Moon. Missing from the 1200 block of Clifton Street, Northwest, once again, uptown. She was reported missing this Monday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, this Monday, July the 3rd, 6:12 p.m. She was reported missing. And she's a black female, light complexion, 5 feet, 3 inches in height, 125 pounds with black hair. Once again, clothing description is unknown. Wow. Once again, when I do my missing persons report, I like to find something that's detailed for every person. Latrice Nelson. I had her on my show maybe 2 weeks ago. This lady is still missing. She's actually an adult. She's 37 years old, missing from the 600 block of Edgewood Street, Northeast. She's been missing since Monday, July the 16th, 2018. She has been missing for almost 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of puts me in the mind of Felicia Rudd as far as the years she's been missing, but she's an adult. She's 37 years old. I don't know at that time or at this time, but 37 years old, reported missing. Black female, medium complexion, 5 feet, 4 inches in height, 140 pounds, last with long braids, brown eyes. Once again, clothing description is unknown. Latrice Nelson. You can go back and I'll share the show and you can be able to see the missing person flyers. Just got a late start today. It's always many more. I had so many more of missing people that I've seen today. Let's stay prayed up, man. Let's stay out the way. You see something, say something. Always feel free to inbox me, not now, but right now, if you want to know how to get on the show, y'all. Next week, Francois Scarborough Jr., who is a local boxer going professional. He got a fight coming up on the 15th. I think that's Saturday. But he going to be right here in the booth, man. So we're going to do some, we're going to fight. No, we ain't going to fight. But we're going to speak about the boxing game, man. You already know what it is. We out. Hey.
If you know what I mean, they don't know, you don't know, we don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times, and these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia?